لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. The last sort of ma that I want to touch on is what is known as al-ma az-za'ida, the extra ma. And some people get agitated because they say the Quran has nothing extra. And this is a grammatical term. It doesn't mean that it's superfluous. What it means in grammar is that the meaning would not change if that ma were dropped. So for example, if we go back to our previous verse from Surah Yusuf, ma hadha basharan, if you drop the ma, you completely lose the negation. You go from this is not a human to this is a human. So the meaning is destroyed. But you have instances where, for example, وَإِمَّا يَنزَغَنَّكَ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ نَزْغٌ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ. When you are hit by a stroke from the shaitan, seek refuge with Allah. And the ma here is contracted with in because it's وَإِمَّا يَنزَغَنَّكَ, and then you contract the two, you do idgham وَإِمَّا يَنزَغَنَّكَ. But you could drop the ma and you could say وَإِن يَنزَغْكَ نَزْغٌ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ, if you are hit by a stroke or a disturbance from the shaitan, فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ. So what is the function then of this ma? Why would it be there if it is extra to the meaning and can be dropped? The grammarians say, or at least some of them say, and God knows best, that it implies al-fawriya. Al-fawriya means immediacy. Because if you just say in yanzagka nazghun min ash-shaytani fasta'idh billah without that ma, then it means if you are hit by a temptation or a stroke or a poke from the devil, seek refuge with Allah. But it could be, as the grammarians say, ala tarahi. Ala tarahi means delayed. After half an hour, you seek refuge. But if you say وَإِمَّا يَنزَغَنَّكَ نَزْغٌ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ, then immediately, as soon as the shaitan starts to come at you, you seek refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we see it again, for example, in Surah Al-Imran, when the behavior of the believers led to a disaster, and they were told to not leave their posts, and they left their posts, and the Muslim army was routed, and the Prophet ﷺ did not blame them, and the Quran says, فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُ وَإِن كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. That it is with God's mercy that you were soft and conciliatory with them, and were you hard and harsh-hearted or harsh and hard-hearted, they would have deserted you. And the meaning, of course, can be very well preserved. فَبِرَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. But the verse says, فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. And so here the immediacy, that you didn't get angry at their disobedience and blame them and so on, and then after a while turn to them with conciliation, but because of God's mercy, you immediately were nice and kind and conciliatory with them. And those sorts of nuances are there in the Quran, and it's part of its miraculous nature. But it takes some study and some learning and some desire, and of course some capacity with Arabic. But I think we have a large enough population that fit that bill, that can understand if things are explained, and maybe with that appreciate the subtlety and the miracle of the Quran a bit more. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those people, and to protect us, and to help us, and to accept from us in this world, and to, inshallah, make us among the rightly guided in the hereafter.